Welcome back, guys. It's your Filmmaker here. In today's video, we'll be looking at the Godox V100C. This is a speed light. I'm a filmmaker, not a photographer, but because I have a mirrorless camera and I was wondering how this would work, 100 watts in this small body. So in case you're wondering why my voice sounds weird, yeah, I have a bit of a sore throat. Well, it's gone, recovering from it. It's a bit of a cough, flu symptoms. But I'll try to just do this video for you guys. This is gonna be a first look video. I'm not a photographer like I earlier mentioned. It's gonna look at what this can do, what's in the box, and so you can decide if you want to buy this. But before we open this box, Godox is selling this on Amazon US for about $359 US, and on Amazon UK for about $331. That's the price I've seen when I got the light and I checked it up. It may drop, I don't know, but let's go into seeing what's in the box. But before we go and see what's in the box, that's how the box is. That's on the box. Let's open to see what's in it. So, opening up, the first thing you would see is the manual. So that's the Godox V100 manual. That's the manual. The next thing is the compatible camera models. So it lists the compatible camera models. Right with what I'm seeing here, 80D, 90D, 7D. So it says all the camera models for mirrorless and DSLR or SLR cameras. So that's it. So that should work on DSLR and SLR cameras. And there's this, I believe is for filters or color effects on the flash. I'm not gonna open this to try this, but just wanted you guys to see that's what's in it as well. Should be different color filters in there. So on top of the battery is the stand. This is like a hot shoe stand. So that's the stand where you slide in the light. If you have it on a light stand, there's a quarter 20 thread hole there. If you're using it on the light stand. So that's the battery. That's the battery. Has a USB-C port. You can see there's a USB-C port right there. So I believe you can just charge this. It allows input of 5 volts, 2 amperes, and it's a Godox VB30 lithium ion battery pack. So next in this space was this thing, and then a USB-C to A cable. I'll take out the USB-C to A cable. So that's the USB-C to A cable that was there. Let's see what's in this. I suspect the sub light will be in here. Yeah, I believe so. So I'll open this, and yes, the sub light is in here, and I believe this goes at the front of the light. We'll open to see how that attaches and test to see if it comes on when you trigger the flash. So that's the data for plugging USB A to C cable to charge the battery directly into the battery or through the light. And the next thing would be the speed light itself. So I'll take it out. So that's the pouch with the light itself. Velcro strap on this side. So the good thing about this is that you can have this maybe on your belt, and you can open it up, take out your light. When you're done, you can put it back. So that's nice and handy. It also has a pouch, and I believe this pouch is where you'd put in maybe your batteries, extra batteries, or maybe you can just install the sub light. Here, let me show you. I have the sub light. You can just put it down there in the side pocket. Sorry. And it fits nicely. Or maybe your battery, you can just install your battery there or any other accessories you have. Alright, so let's open up the pouch. Open up the pouch. There's nothing in there, no pocket. And that's the light itself. You can see the top part. You can see the bottom. And already I'm seeing, I like the locking system where you have the hot shoe. You twist to lock, or that locks. You hear that clicking sound, it locks. And I think you press to unlock. I think this is nicer and easier than the locking system you have to screw, and sometimes you don't screw it so tightly. This is nice. You just rotate it and it locks. You hear the clicking sound. And can it rotate? Yeah, the top part can rotate. You can go the other way. Yeah, so you can go back and tilting. You can tilt it that way, and you can tilt it back up. Can it go the other way? So it goes the other way as well, but not so much. So I put it back up, so that's the battery compartment port, so the battery goes in there, and this is where you put the sub light. So I'll quickly just install the sub light. All I have to do is push, kind of tricky, push, and clips on. So that's the sub light installed. Alright, on the light itself, I'm seeing that there's a screen. The screen, I wonder if it's touch screen, but that's the screen. That's the rotating dial to operate this, the menu functions. I believe that's the power on and off button. That's the trigger flash button. On this side, I see there's a USB-C port. I think the USB-C port may be to upgrade firmwares, I believe. And then there's a port to connect maybe a trigger. Well, I'm not a photographer, I'm just suspecting from the little knowledge I have with my other speedlight I use once in a while to take photos here in the studio of maybe products. And also there's a little button. I think this should be to eject the battery. We'll find that out. What else? I think there's a flash sync port. So I have the battery out, and I'll just look at where I need to install it, and I'll carefully just slide it through. And that's in with the battery. It flushes very, very nicely. There's nothing sticking out on the sides. And I'll hold to power on the light, the power button, press and hold, and it's on. What does it say? It says rotate screen or dial to unlock. It's gone off again. Press and hold, rotate screen or dial to lock, so I can rotate it here to activate it. Let me power it off again and then rotate it using the screen itself. So it must is a touch screen. So rotate screen or dial. So it's a good thing it has a system where if it comes on, maybe it's in the pouch or in your bag and you had the battery installed, for safety or to not drain your battery, it has that system in place, which is very, very good. So that's the full touch screen. You can increase and decrease the brightness of the flash, the power, so you can reduce or increase it. So it has manual mode and TTL mode, and I can see a sub. That should be for the sub light. If I press sub, I can see I can turn off and on the sub light. So that's off and that's on. So right now I'm at 4.3 brightness. If I go back, I'm at 0.7. I'm in TTL mode, and I'm in manual mode now. I'm at 2.0, and I'll press the red button to trigger the flash. So I've increased the brightness to 10. Let me make sure, is my sub light on? My sub light is also on. I would go back and I'll press the red button. So let's see if the flash and the sub light will come on. Alright, now I'll go back into sub mode. I'll turn it off. I'll go back and I'll press the trigger light button. Let's see if just this one comes on and not the sub light. So that's good. You can use that. And I think you use the sub light if you want to feel the front in front of you while have this go up and bounce down. So let's see what other things this light can do in terms of the menu. So I swipe on it, there's Wi-Fi off or on. I can on or off the Wi-Fi. There is sender, so I can have the speed light as sender. I can have the speed light as receiver. There's also menu where you can go further into the menu system. There's also wireless. I'm not going to go into all of that because I'm not a photographer. Alright, so there are some other accessories I've had from Godox that I've had in a while, but I usually will use it on my other speed light, which is not a Godox speed light, and that is the Godox ML-C15. So that's the box. I'll show you the content. It's supposed to be a collapsible diffusion dome kit. So I'll toss that away. This is the dome kit. You can collapse it, as you can see. I can pop it up again. I'll just pull it out, so you can pull it out nice. It comes with 3 different installation adapters. So there's one on the dome, there's another one for the regular speed light, This one here is for Godox Mini portable light. It has its mini Bowens mount adapter, so you can see installed on the mini Bowens mount for the portable light. So this one I have on this collapsible dome is the one that I suppose fits on the circular top part of the light. Alright, so I've quickly installed the collapsible dome on the light using the Godox, one of the Godox adapters. So this is the Godox full kit here, or setup here, and I'll power on the light. I keep saying light. I power on the speed light. It's on, is activated, and I just trigger flash it. So what I'll do next is install it on the GFX. This is the Fujifilm GFX 100 Mark II. So I have the Godox V100C installed on the Fujifilm GFX 100 Mark II. I'll just quickly take a picture. So that worked very nicely. So that's it, worked very nicely. Diffuse light, I could increase the power. Let me go into manual mode and increase the power to the brightest. That's 10, so it's on 10. Then you can see it's on 10. I'll focus on something here in the studio, and whoa, that's very, very bright. I'm just going to show you guys on screen how bright this thing is. That's the photo I've just taken. You can see it's super bright even on the camera. So in conclusion, I think the V100C is a speed light every pro photographer should have. It fits Godox accessories. I've diffused it using the collapsible diffusion dome. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's your Filmmaker. Peace.